So in a growing city, when you get to be part of that growth, I think that's an advantage in itself. You have a lot more access because you don't have as much competition comparing yourself to something like Goliath, such as San Francisco, Silicon Valley.
Downtown Los Angeles, a city center that found itself in decline a few decades ago, is now experiencing a rebirth and home of over 500,000 jobs. The increase of startups can be seen by the growth in co-working spaces, like here at Control Collective, where a variety of businesses are working and collaborating all under the same roof.
Right, when we start out, we want to be the Richard Branson, we want to be Elon Musk, and the thing is that they have their own circumstances and their own timing of everything, so you can't replicate someone else's life. You can only create your own life. You could be inspired by and learn from others, but it's about creating your own path.
Meet Espree Devora, tech podcaster and founder of WeAreLATech. Being early to the tech scene here in Los Angeles, Espree saw the opportunity to build a company that brings the tech people together.
So I built WeAreLATech to unify the LA tech community. I built my tech company before there was any tech scene here, and we used to have backyard barbecues, and there were 15 to 20 of us, and then 30 of us. And there was a time in 2008 that we all fit into one photograph, all of LA tech. And so now that it's a sea of people in all these different areas, from downtown to Santa Monica to Pasadena to it's just everywhere. There's no unifying connector of all these areas for people just to feel that backyard vibe community. And so WeAreLATech is to simulate that backyard vibe feel. I have an experience club where I do 8 to 10 life experiences a month: horseback riding, jetpack jumping, clay pigeon shooting. It's super fun. Go-kart racing. And then we do one major event a quarter, like a huge movie screening. We did spotlighting LA female founders, something just on a larger scale. And then we have a podcast that hit #2 in the country. That was amazing. And Alex Bloomberg from the Startup Podcast actually announces it. You're listening to WeAreLATech, which is really exciting. One, it's a thriving, growing city. As far as I know, it's the 3rd top startup city, and so things are so saturated in Silicon Valley, it's hard to really make your name known. So in a growing city, when you get to be part of that growth, I think that's an advantage in itself. You have a lot more access because you don't have as much competition comparing yourself to something like Goliath, such as San Francisco, Silicon Valley.
What are some of the disadvantages, do you think, right now, or areas that could grow to help kind of the LA tech scene?
Wow, well, one, we need more investors. We need more investors to throw money, to take higher risks like they do in the Valley. So that's huge. And I think it's just hard when still you need a car to get everywhere and everything is so disconnected. So having things like WeAreLATech, when you get to bring all the people in different areas together, that makes a difference. I'd like to think that we're collaborative. Part of the WeAreLATech culture code is we only want to kind of be all-inclusive of people who are all-inclusive, who believe in collaboration, who believe in mutually beneficial relationships. And so I see the world as a collaborative place, so I'd hope that everyone I attract in my sphere is collaborative. As a city, I have heard that we are, but I definitely look to make that happen. My favorite part in doing this is watching relationships be created, to see that people are able to do amazing business deals because they were able to meet each other playing hockey or whatever crazy thing that I put together. That's my favorite part, getting to look at people's eyes and seeing if you're a part of WeAreLATech, you have instantaneous rapport with someone you meet on the street just because you're a part of this thing and you believe in the same culture.
This isn't Espree's first business, and the success of WeAreLATech hasn't come without prior challenges. But those challenges have given Espree a Zen-like definition to what success can really mean.
I started the first action sports social network way before like MySpace.
Before the internet?
Yeah, I became an entrepreneur when I was a teenager. We would travel around and shoot Tony Hawk and Shaun White, and I like leveraged my credit cards to literally create a media company overnight. Like, it was a whole nother story for another day, but it made me everything that I am. It taught me that failure doesn't really mean failure, because like I didn't realize my vision with my action sports company, and for a while that just like crushed me because I wanted to be like the Google of action sports, and I didn't become the Google of action sports, so I'm like, I didn't make it. But I was the first female to raise money in the action sports industry. I built the first social network for the action sports industry. I built an amazing, passionate team that are still so like just in love with the brand. All those life experiences lended to who I am today, and without those life experiences, I wouldn't be who I am. And so even though it was hard to digest, every single one of them was a success. It's just I didn't understand that at the time. Male or female, I think the thing that holds anyone back the most is self-limiting beliefs. So as soon as we believe something is possible, that's the start of like opening up the doors to everything.